Video games are the latest craze to sweep the country and most of the world, too. Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens in arcades and in their own homes. What makes video games so popular? Well, we search for an answer as we begin a special series on Video Fever, games people play.
It is competitive video gaming. Basically taking video games and adding a structured competitive schedule around it. If you sort of like take a step back and look at it big picture, it's a lot like a sporting event. You walk in, you see the fans, you see the cameras, you see the announcers, and then you see the teams lining up and sitting down and playing. That's maybe the only difference between it and a traditional sport, is just that we all play remote. Hopefully we're going to get back to in-person competitions, but we're still kind of working that out. It also opens up what it means to be, competitive for your university. So, people with, mobility issues or kind of limitations that would prevent them from, engaging in a very, robust physical activity like football, could still participate in this kind of competition. We have what's called Ohio Esports, which is kind of the official university program, but we also have Bobcat Esports, which is like the student club. And so the students can be engaged. There's like 750 members, I think, in the student club. The Ohio University Esports program, we field 4 varsity teams, and we play against all the Mid-American Conference schools. So we play football and basketball against those schools. We play esports against them now. And we have 2 teams in the fall and 2 teams in the spring. So we have Rocket League and Valorant in the fall. And then we have Overwatch and League of Legends in the spring. And right now we're doing really well. So our Overwatch team is going into the playoffs, currently in 3rd place, and so doing really well this season. And all of our teams actually have done really well. And this is our first year, with the arena having just opened in September, the first time our teams have had like a designated practice and competition space. So for our first year, I think we're doing really well.
Still use your release when they play around the geometry. It's just like moving the tank from the equation, and they shut down the counter, but still numbers that actually hold after that first fight and make quick work of a lot. Video rushes across the field towards the checkpoint final range of eating. And don't have to plan that carefully. No way. Manages to cover 3, Gray's being able to hold on. They do cause some.
I think common misconceptions. Number one, it's antisocial. That the gamer in the basement avoiding all human contact is not data driven. We did a research study, a survey amongst our students. 851 students responded. Number one answer is social activity. Number 2, violence. Overwhelmingly, the data has shown conclusively that there's no correlation between games and real-world violence, even to the extent that a 2018 federal report suggested that continuing to focus on video games as a cause of gun violence is just avoiding the issues that cause gun violence. Kind of third aspect is that it is all about competition. So, we do have a competitive program where, we want our students to compete and win games, but it's also that social component. So with the arena, for us, one of our big misconceptions, people come in and say, well, I don't play Call of Duty. Well, play Minecraft, play, Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's lots of games out there that you can play socially as well. So we try to focus on those. And I'd say maybe the last big misconception for us is, for our arena specifically, is like, I didn't know it existed. So we're still trying to get the word out that, hey, the place is open, come in and visit, come hang out. And so people watching this, even if it's just Brian Plow, he knows the place, but come on down and hang out and visit us.
Oh my God. He was like, I'm about to kill you. We're literally dead. Did you see that?
Alright, wait a minute, you know me.
I'll protect you, I'll protect you, I'll protect you. Oh, we had no healers, that's what.
But it was like no accepted first.
Guess what I'm gonna say fast.
Oh, yeah, that's for me from Walmart first. Just wait. I'm going to Walmart with a friend. I'm waiting.
Something I'm fond of saying is, on most university campuses, there's a place for music, there's a place for movies, there's a place for books, there's a place for theater, but there hasn't been a place for video games. And so these arenas, like ours specifically, doubles as a place for students to come around and socialize around gaming. So, not just the team competition that you may see behind me, but in the other part of the arena, it's a place for people to come in and socialize around games and their love of gaming. A great example, someone who walked through the door just a moment ago, Serenity, who's a student, walked in one day and said, "What's going on here?" and started telling her about the place, and then joined our broadcasting, and now she's a treasurer in the Bobcat Club. We try not to say no, for better or for worse, like anybody has a chance to come in, but it takes walking through the door. It can be as simple as that.